Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as the Mom of 5 for those of you who are new here. And I'm just going to jump straight to this video. It's really not, I never at any time thought I'll be doing this on my channel, but I am going to do it. My voice needs to be heard. I'm nobody, I'm just Wemimo. I am nobody, yes, but I've got my voice and thankfully I've got this platform. I am no celebrity, I am no rich man's daughter, I am no rich man's wife or anything like that, but I felt with the ongoing unrest in Nigeria, we all can't keep quiet. The endsars, end SWAT, end police brutality, it's been going on for weeks, and I've cried, I've shed my tears as a mother, I've shed my tears as a child to a parent. I've shed my own tears as a loved one to other people who have lost their lives out there. Nigerian government, why do this to your citizens? Why do this to your citizens? It's just so disheartening. Disheartening seeing all these things going on. Heartbreaking. Disheartening to see all of these things going on. I promise myself I'm not going to get teary in this video. Let's start from the fresh. Nigeria gained our independence in 1960, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. In 1960, was it not last month, or was it not this month that we celebrated? Was it 60 years anniversary or how old? And I felt for the fact that under the regime that Nigerian government or Nigerian was brought up, and for the fact that we were colonized by the British, I felt we should be amongst one of the peaceful, better African countries in the African continent today. But no, I'm so ashamed, I'm so sad to say we are the other way around. Let's go back to the matter at hand. Unrest has been going on for the past 2 weeks in Nigeria. People have been protesting. And I am a youth, so I'm protesting with my voice on this platform. Innocent souls have been killed. And the most gruesome images that I've seen online, I've not been able to sleep. Because when I sleep, I get a flashback of images of those innocent lives, people's brain on the floor, people who have been macheted, people who were killed, who were shot by the forces that are meant to look after, that is meant to protect their citizens. Nigeria, why are you not protecting your citizens? There are so many issues ongoing in Nigeria. It is not just about the police brutality alone. Let's lay everything bare on the table. Nigerians are awake and we are demanding our basic essential rights. In fact, we're not even demanding essential rights. These youths are demanding to live. They are demanding to live the life you're not contributing into. When I say you're not contributing into, you don't care that, like, students who go to school, they graduate, spending 7 years on a 4-year course, and eventually they graduate, no job. They're wandering the streets of Lagos or Nigeria, whatever town they might be. All other countries don't want people to like immigrate into their country or emigrate into their country because they see Africans as people coming to take away what they have labored for. Nigerian government needs to step down now. We should actually be campaigning for end bad governance, like end bad governance from the top to the bottom. I don't care who is ruling who. Let's all throw all of our shades out there. I made a list, but I don't think I want to be looking through my list. Young people can't go out. if they step out, even maybe going to the shop to buy some stuff to eat, there's possibility that they'll be stopped by SARS. They will be stopped for no reason, and then they will request to see your phone. Once they search through your phone and they don't have anything to criminate you with, they start asking you for money. Money for what? You've not committed a crime, and for the fact that they've checked your phone, they've not seen any reason why they should have even stopped you in the first place. You should be let to go. But they will extort you. They will take people to cash machines, to ATMs, to withdraw money to give to them. For what? And if you don't cooperate with them, such lives get lost. It's only from Nigerian policemen that have heard that if I kill you now, nothing will happen. And that is true, because they don't get accountability. They don't get punished for the crimes they commit against people, against humanity. The Lekki shootout, I saw a video or a news online about the army FG, about the army, whatever they call them, saying it was fake news. I watched with my two eyes live stream of that gunshot going on. Nigerian governors, you have failed your citizens. Nigerian president, you have failed your citizens. Yesterday, I was just going through the news as well, because I had to shut out for like a few hours, and I went back online again. And then there were videos of some warehouses being looted, and I'm sure you all guessed what was found in those warehouses. Palliatives that should have gone to people during the COVID-19. COVID-19 is still ongoing. People are still suffering because people lost their jobs. People can't go to sell their wares. They can't go to sell their goods in places of markets. They can't go out because it's been limited to days. So these warehouses are filled with palliatives that are meant to go to citizens, but they were stocked in that warehouse, eating away from the people who need them most. And one of the people opened the bag of food, like the gari, the cassava grain, is already getting spoiled, damaged. So somebody was given that contract to supply those food, but because of embezzlement, because they only care about themselves, they deprived hungry, helpless Nigerians out there of those essentials. Of what use are those foods in the warehouse? Of what use are they? I'll say this to you. It's in the Bible. The armies that were sent out to kill innocent people, you've killed by a gun, you shall die by it. It's not a curse. It's in the Bible, if you kill by a sword, you will die by a sword. You will. People, Nigerians in diaspora can't go home because, one, safety for their lives. They don't even know if they go, if they will be back alive back here. I'm raising 5 adorable nations, my kids. I want to be able to bring them back to Nigeria one day. But with the way Nigeria is going back, I don't think that's possible. I don't think I want to put my kids through that. Okay, at some point I thought, okay, I'm just going to go on my own. Maybe it's been a while I've been back home in Nigeria. I just want to go. But the fear of what is happening in Nigeria, not even this protest, I mean, long before this protest started, I've envisaged on going back home to Nigeria. But I just couldn't. You hear stories of how you're even manhandled at the airport for the fact they know you're coming from the abroad, the way you are being treated like an alien in your own bad country. How is that encouraging to people who want to come home to invest, to do things for their country? How? I mean, looking through my... all of these old hags in government needs to be taken out. They must be taken out. You are old. You don't have innovative ideas. You've lost the plot on moving Nigeria forward. Why don't you give room for those who are intellect, who are well learned, who have traveled far and wide, who are young, capable? Why don't you give them a chance? I don't have to name names of governors or anything. You all know who you are out there. The president, we only have one. Vice president, we only have one. How many states do we have in Nigeria? 41, if I'm not mistaken. All 41 governors, if less than that, you all know what you're meant to do. And if you're a child or an offspring of any of these people in power, and you're not speaking to your parents indoors, you will definitely suffer from what they are sowing now. They are sowing killing, unjust killing, unlawful killing. If you don't speak to your parents in a corner, generational curse is real. They are doing these things, you surely eat out of it. You will eat out of it. I mean, Nigeria, how did we get here? How did we get here? I remember my childhood so well. I mean, the 80s, if you were born in the 80s, I remember between the ages of 5, Nigeria was so peaceful. Peaceful. Like, my dad is always looking forward to going to work. Me, we're like, so many things going fine. And I would love to see how Nigeria was back in the 80s again. Even though in the 80s it was not perfect, but it was all right. I don't blame the US president calling Nigeria the slum. And who was it again who called Nigerians lazy youth? Nigerians are not lazy. Amidst all of this police brutality, all of this violence, all of these killings happening within a peaceful protest, all of these youths have no weapons. They have no guns. They have no ammunition, and you go about there and massacre them. Amidst all this violence, amidst all this unrest, amidst all this unjust treatment, I believe that Nigerians are the most resilient people I've ever seen in this world. Because with all the things going on, we're still praying, hoping for the best, wishing for the best. People are making things doable for themselves. I mean, I can't believe, I was speaking to someone a few weeks ago and she was saying to me, oh, they've not had electricity for the past 5 months. What? 5 months? Living in abject darkness for 5 months. And then they are still required to pay electricity bill every month for the electricity they did not use. Nigerian government, you've done it worse. You've taken blood. What more would you take? What more do you want to take? Even for the fact that you've taken blood, the youths are still on the streets. The change you don't want will happen. It will happen. SARS must go. We don't want no SWAT. All bad governance must be rooted out. And I believe all of our people in the UN, all of the other powerful nations needs to start shutting the borders to any Nigerian politician that abscond. They should not be allowed entrance to any country they are running to, because they've left their country in a mess and they are running to Europe, you're running to US to hide away, while they disarray the mess they left in Nigeria is still there. They should be denied entry. They should be turned back to go fix the mess they've made. Rather than allow them stay here, their kids are living in luxury. They're embezzling for their future generations. Even the generations they don't have yet, they're embezzling for those generations. And innocent people, I mean, you can imagine, Senate get 27 million naira a month. For what work? What do they do to deserve that amount of money? What do they carry guns? What do they do for the youth to be paid such an amount of money every month? I mean, if it's an annually income for them, it just doesn't sit well. It just doesn't sit well. Nigeria, you need to give room for the change. And we should all put our voice into one. I remember Sonia Ade singing, Nigeria yi ti gbogbo wa ni. kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò ò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé kémi gbé. Sunny Ade sang that song that we should all come together, and all the youths are woke now. They've all come together and nothing's going to stop them. If you want to keep taking blood, and let the world see. Let the world see. Police brutality must come to an end. SARS must come to an end. We don't want no SWAT either. No ambulance services in Nigeria. No healthcare facility. Like, for instance, if there's an accident now, an ambulance can't be there in 2 minutes. Let's say a good passerby decide to use their vehicle to transport this person to the hospital. The hospital will say no until you get a police report or something before they could treat a patient who's involved in an accident or involved in a shooting. Nigeria, you need to allow this change. Nigerians have been quiet all too long. I mean, we are resilient people. I must commend us for that. We are very, very resilient. My heart goes out to those people who have lost sons, who have lost daughters, who have lost husbands, wives, parents, siblings. My heartfelt condolence goes to you. And I just pray that God gives you the fortitude to bear the loss, and no more loss shall come through your way. It's sad. It's sad to see innocent people being killed for asking to live their lives. They're not even requesting that you give them jobs. They're not even requesting that you give them money. They're not even requesting that you give them housing. The life that you did not create, they are begging you to let them live it. But you're denying them that. Nigeria, which way forward? And to all these traditional rulers who are not saying anything, I believe you all know what that meant. I believe you all know what that meant. Your children's children, your generations will all eat out of it. Because karma is real. Karma is definitely real. And this is me lending my voice out here. Police brutality must end. SWAT must go. SARS must be packed up. Enough is enough, Nigerian government. Bad governance has to end. This protest is Nigerians saying they've had enough. And it's time you listen and implement that change. You have no choice now. You have no choice now. And to be honest, I'm not interested in what Buhari said last night, or when was it? I'm not interested, because I would probably need somebody to translate what that man said. Yeah, I would need somebody to translate that to me. But in the meantime, my subscribers, thank you so much for watching till now. And if any of you are out there, please stay safe. When you protest during the day, when nighttime falls, go home to safety. And then we continue the following morning. And while you are doing that, please do it safely. Check in with people around you. And our God will make this change happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And I'm sorry if if that rant was quite harsh. I just added to this. Hopefully my next content will be different, but thank you for staying tuned, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.